Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I'm in over my head. Maybe you don't know what I go through when you leave me on red. I know you're probably busy. I know it's probably fine, but that doesn't stop me from thinking and overthinking. What could you be doing right now that's more important than me? What if you're with somebody else who sees the crazy in me? I know you're probably busy. I know it's probably fine, but that doesn't stop me from thinking and overthinking. Ooh, some would call it sabotage. It's true. I can't control my brain when I'm with you. I'm overthinking everything, overthinking everything you do. If I could play these cards right, you'd be the king to my queen. But I keep laying down jokers, I'm causing a scene. I know you're probably tired, I know it's getting late, but that doesn't stop me from thinking and overthinking. Only a matter of time till I push you away. Where is your breaking point? I'm sure there's not much more we can take. I know you're probably tired, I know it's getting late, but that doesn't stop me from thinking and overthinking. Ooh, some would call it sabotage. It's true. I can't control my brain when I'm with you. I'm overthinking everything, overthinking everything you do. That doesn't stop me from thinking and overthinking, thinking and overthinking and thinking and overthinking. That doesn't stop me from thinking and overthinking, thinking and overthinking and thinking and overthinking. Ooh, some would call it sabotage. It's true. I can't control my brain when I'm with you. I'm overthinking everything, overthinking everything. Ooh, some would call it sabotage. It's true. I can't control my brain when I'm with you. I'm overthinking everything, overthinking everything, overthinking everything you do. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. That was called Overthinking. It was my new single. I released it back in, I think, June. I think.
What's time anymore, really?
Yeah. That's kind of how I'm feeling about it.
Exactly. Well, good evening, folks. Happy Thursday. We're here on Gage House Sessions Live with, and we have Shelby Olive as our guest. Been looking forward to this all week. Been looking forward to hanging out with you. Let us know how you're doing. Drop some love in the comments. Just let us know that you're there.
Yeah.
So it's always nice.
Love it. If you have any questions or just a request or an original request, I want to play originals.
Do it.
But yeah, just come hang out. I keep looking at myself. I need to look up here. Hang out with us in the comment section. I would love that. This next song, if I adjust my seat, hang on. This next tune is called Happy For You, and I wrote it at a time in my life where I was dealing with a lot of jealousy and just like negative feelings, and there was a friend of mine that as much as I wanted to be happy for her when something really good happened, I just was like, ugh, I didn't like it. I've since changed, I think, but this one's about that. Became so simple to justify criticizing each move that you don't make. I put up these walls around me, waiting to blame you if they should break. And if I'm being honest, I've been I let you pin me down before I entered the ring. And I stood no chance when I waved my white flag before you came at me. I don't know why I'm so angry at you. Guess I let you under my skin. What if I ignored it? Oh, I wish I could ignore it, but I can't let you win. 'Cause there's a part of me that seems to need to thrive on this. It's something I'm not very proud of, but if I'm not competing, I'll be stuck with my feelings, and I can't handle that. And if I'm being honest, I've been a little caught up in this conquest, walking for miles in the wrong pair of shoes. What good does it do to call you friend if all we can do is pretend? I don't know how to be happy, how to be happy, how to be happy, how to be happy for you. For you. Cool. This next song has a little bit of a story. I challenged myself. Gosh, this was like 2 years ago now. I started doing these songwriting challenges where I just was like, write a song that is about this, or write a song that uses this instrument or uses this chord. And one of the challenges I gave myself was write a song that sounded happy, but was actually kind of a sad song. And this one kind of came out of that. It's called "We're All Gonna Die." Very morbid. It's about pursuing your dreams, and about, I think so many of us, especially nowadays, feel kind of stuck in this day-to-day routine of life, and sometimes I forget that life is short, and why am I not doing these things that I keep saying I want to do, and just putting it off and saying, well, next year, or once I'm done with this, or once I'm done with that. And so that's what this is about. It's called "We're All Gonna Die." Someday I will be old and gray, and I will wish back all the days I spent wishing away. I will have everything that I thought that I wanted, and I won't be happy at all, 'cause I will have spent all those years feeling so small. Busy, that's the excuse I make. I avoid confronting my fears, though I know what's at stake. I could choose to sit back and wait, letting everyone else pass me by. But what good does that do, having wings and not learning to fly? And I don't know what I'm doing today, or the next day, or next day. And so it goes. Are we all just walking this earth, waiting to die? 'Cause we're all gonna die. Worry, it's how I spend most of my days, consumed by the thought that my time is dwindling away. It's taken so long to come to terms with the fact that I am not in control, that no matter how much I plan, I'll never know. And I don't we're all gonna die, waiting to die. We're all gonna die. And when that day comes and I take my final breath, I hope I learned something good. I hope I did what I could. Whew, that teacher tired voice. I heard it in that one.
That's a little trick ending there.
Yeah. Cool. I'm just going to keep chugging along. I see Brian Bacon's here. Hi, Brian.
Brian, what's up?
Listening while you wash dishes. I do that all the time. I have to be like listening to something or watching something when I'm doing the dishes, for sure.
What is your least favorite dish to wash?
Our wok. Like our
A
Asian
wok?
wok.
Oh, man.
Mainly because food sticks to it the most.
I hate that.
I do too. I love cooking in the wok. Best dish ever to cook with.
Really?
But washing stinks.
I don't know if I've ever cooked in a wok.
Oh, do you make stir fry? Do you like Asian food?
I love it, but I
Okay.
just don't cook it because, well, in general, I'm a bad cook. So the food that I love the most, I try not to cook.
You're like, can't mess this up. No, I stir fry in a wok is so much better than stir fry in just like a frying pan.
Really?
If you ever venture into the cooking of Asian food.
Got to get a wok.
Yes.
I cook a lot of things in a cast iron skillet.
I don't
That's
have
like-
a cast iron skillet. I have a cast iron oven,
Okay.
which I cook stuff in. I want a skillet.
They're sweet.
Gotta
I
do
use
it.
it so much. Once
Those
it gets
are hard to
seasoned,
wash. I think so.
this sounds a little gross, but I don't really wash it.
No.
Normally, I kind of wash it with salt. I don't know if anybody, that sounds weird, right? Does anyone else have a cast iron skillet? You just dump a bunch of salt and you like scrub it with the salt.
Interesting.
That way you're not getting soap and you're not taking away that like seasoning
season.
and like the built-in, it kind of has a built-in non-stick after a while.
Yeah. With
don't
mine,
know.
I've
I
never
don't know.
tried the salt. I gotta try that.
Yeah, dump a bunch of salt and then you clean it that way and then
Interesting.
put like,
Do you put water in it?
not normally.
Guys.
I don't know if that's the
I-
right way. Dave says yes. Dave
is
knows
agreeing.
a lot of stuff.
Okay, so I don't use soap with my oven, but I've
Right.
done like light, like with a paper towel or like a towel, like water
Mhm.
to get like stuff out. But I've never tried the salt. That sounds fancy.
It's easy. You get like a bigger. So at the Asian grocery store, I can get like this giant bag of sea salt. So it's pretty coarse, and then you just throw in a
Perfect.
handful there, clean it on
And it
up.
seasons it too. Like it helps.
The more you know, folks. Cooking
It's
with
a
Ben
cooking
and
channel,
Shelby,
actually.
right here. There you
That's
go.
what we're here for.
No more music.
Whew. Now I'm hungry. Okay. I don't have a song about food. I'm about to bring it real down though, compared to stir fry talk. This next song, I'm a big fan of musical theater, and I grew up doing musicals and fell in love with Wicked. And at one point, I wanted to pursue that, like Broadway, and then I ventured into music education. But I got to see Sarah Bareilles, who's like my favorite songwriter of all time. Got to see her star in Waitress, the musical, which is on Broadway. Do you know anything about Waitress, Ben?
Just a little. I know Sarah. I love her.
Love her,
And
yeah.
I haven't seen Waitress, but yeah, I know.
If you
a
know who
little bit.
Sarah Bareilles is, tell me in the comments. Hopefully you do. But Waitress is a musical about, it's based on a movie, and it's about a girl who is from a small town and finds out that she's pregnant. She's in a pretty abusive relationship, and then the whole show is her figuring out how to get out of that and finding herself. And I got to see Sarah play the lead role. She wrote the music for it. Mind blowing. And when
Where
I
did
left,
where did you see it?
on Broadway in New York.
Oh, on like legit.
On the stage. It was the first time she performed. I didn't know that she was going to do it like two more times. So I went like the one time thinking it was like just a short run.
First time. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I got to see Sarah, and leaving the show, I felt very inspired to obviously she's a great songwriter. I felt really inspired to continue the story of Waitress into how I would write a song for the show. So this is called Hanging by a Thread, and it's about the main characters, Jenna and Earl, if you know anything about the movie. Cool. Here we go. She woke up alone, even though he's in the bed. Another night spent cold, with the covers on her head. She's gotten used to this. She's learned to silence how she feels. Her body's next to his, but she still can't feel his skin. She wonders what he's thinking and why he doesn't want to hold her. She just needs to feel needed. She wants to feel beautiful in someone's eyes. Ooh, she's hanging by a thread, hoping he rolls onto her side of the bed, but lightly he treads. It's easy to stay on one side of the bed when it's all that you're used to. Complacency feels like home. He wishes things were different, but he swears that he can't change, insisting there's no way that he can unclog this drain. But soon there'll be no way for any water to pour in. All that's left will be dry if he refuses to try. Ooh, she's hanging by a thread, hoping he rolls onto her side of the bed, but lightly he treads. It's easy to stay on one side of the bed when it's all that you're used to. The silence can feel like home. Cold hands and slam doors, faking forgiveness while they're really keeping score. He yells and she cries. Night after night they keep living on this lie that this is how it's supposed to be. Is this how it's supposed to be? Ooh, she's hanging by a thread, hoping he rolls onto her side of the bed. He's not moving his head. He stays asleep on his side of the bed. When it's all that you're used to, this starts to feel like home.
I think Sarah Bareilles would like that song very much.
Thank you. These bangs were killing me in my face. This feels better. Jim Zeller says this song. Jim Zeller, I have not heard your name in so long. It's good to see you. Cool.
Yeah, how you doing, Jim? And that goes for everyone. How's everybody doing?
How's everybody doing?
Like, for real, you can tell us. It's okay.
It's a safe space. I'm a teacher.
Oh, there you go.
We always talk about our feelings. We start every day. How are we feeling?
Yeah, what is it? So you are doing in-person teaching as well?
No, I'm fully virtual, at least until the 25th.
Okay.
And then supposedly we're supposed to go back in person in a hybrid form.
Okay.
What does that change.
What does that look like?
So hybrid would be that they split the kids in half, and half the kids will come on Monday and Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Half will come Wednesday and Thursday. Friday will be fully virtual. And when you're not at the school, you'll be doing online.
So the students still go every day. It's just
I still teach every day, but it's not the same kids.
Got it. And the students just, so basically they have 3 days virtual, 2 days in person.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not ready to plan for that, if I'm being honest. I'm like just learning the ropes of virtual learning, and now I'm like, it's going to be very hard to switch, but it'll be fine.
Are you primarily using Like Zoom or, yeah, is that what?
Yes. So it's either Zoom or Google Meet. And the first 2 weeks of school, Zoom was great. I had no issues with technology, and like I could hear the kids; they weren't freezing. And then something happened this week that has been a nightmare, and it has crashed so many times, and it's just like lagging and freezing, and I can't hear the kids, and I sound like a robot. They sound like a robot.
Oh,
so
no.
imagine communicating with 9-year-olds in like a chat room on the Zoom chat.
Oh no.
Like they just discovered a chat room for the first time, and like they're going crazy.
Right.
And I'm like, just click on this link. Click on this link, and they're like, "Hi, how are you? Wow."
That's how I am in chats too.
Scoopy. Is anybody else a teacher?
Yeah.
Other teachers watching? Maybe some of my coworkers are watching. I don't know. Sometimes they watch my live stream. So.
Yeah, I'd be curious. Are there any other jobs out there, or anybody out there that where things have just completely changed? And how does that look?
Yeah.
I'm curious, genuinely. So
tell us what
let us
what
know.
was your job pre-COVID and now post-COVID? How's it look different?
Yeah. And do you like Zoom or Google Meets? Right.
Zoom or Google Meet or Microsoft Teams? I think is the other one.
Teams or WebEx. Do you ever use that?
I've never tried that.
The world is changing.
So many
folks.
choices.
Becky, nice to see you. How you doing?
Yeah, hi Becky. Sounds great. Yay. Cool. Well, I'm going to throw it way back. Once upon a time, I was in a band called Recipe of Life. If you were from those days, drop a heart emoji if you remember the Recipe of Life days. But we were a ukulele duo. Do you remember it?
I do, yeah.
I think that's how we met.
Yeah, because I used to be in the Gage Brothers, and you used to be in Recipe for Life.
Yeah.
Or of Life, yeah.
Yeah, Recipe of Life. Everyone messed it up. It's not just you. Yeah, I was in, that's crazy. That was so long ago, like 2015, 16.
Yeah, we played at the JR together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really cool. I miss that place. I forgot about it until you just said it.
Oh, Karen's about to do some cool stuff. I'm helping her
To
with
check
some
it out.
streaming and things like that.
That's
so
sweet.
keep your eyes open for that.
I will.
Yeah.
GAR. So anyways, Recipe of Life. This song is from those days. When I was in Recipe of Life, I was a 16-year-old girl who had just fallen in love with a boy for the first time. So all of my songs were what you would expect in that situation. And this one was one of the first ones I wrote. It's called If the Shoe Fits. Thought we'd throw it back for the people watching. You might remember this one from GAR.
All right.
Here's a story about a girl and a boy. You can probably guess how it will go. They fall in love, a sweet romance, live happy ever after 'cause they took a chance. Well, you should know it's not the kind of love that you could throw away just because she might not have the glamour and glitz. But hey, if the shoe fits, he makes her happier than she's ever been before. And through each year, it's crystal clear that she loves him more and more. Oh, there's no turning back now. Oh, no way, no how. Oh, it's hard to believe that someone like you would love someone like me. Do-do-do-do-do. Before I get too far, I should probably say that you're the one who takes my breath away. I can't imagine what I'd do if I had to move on to someone new, 'cause you're the one I'm dreaming of. You're as sweet as cherry pie. You can make me laugh when I wanna cry, so please don't ever say goodbye. Oh, there's no turning back now. Oh, no way, no how. Oh, it's hard to believe that someone like you would love someone like me. Oh, please don't go. No, there's still room to grow. Oh, please don't leave. Please don't ever leave me be. Oh, there's no turning back now. Oh, no way, no how. Oh, believe that someone like you would love someone like me. Oh, oh, there's no turning back now. Oh, oh, no way, no how. Oh, oh, it's hard to believe that someone like you would love someone like me. Oh, oh, there's no turning back now. Oh, oh, no way, no how. Oh, oh, it's hard to believe that someone like you would love someone like me. Cool.
Guys in the house, what's up, guy?
Hello. Thanks for listening and hanging out. I think I see the number is at 16 people. That's
Right
awesome.
now it says 19.
19.
Just
Sounds great.
flip it
Teacher
up.
here. Feel the pain of learning hybrid. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Some of the area districts, not my district, but like Stowe and some of the other ones are all in a hybrid right now. Cuyahoga Falls isn't, but I'm not looking forward to hybrid. I'm looking forward to seeing my students again, but hybrid sounds really hard. Gotta switch to this ukulele.
Pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, I dragged in a keyboard and 2 ukuleles to the Gage House sessions tonight.
Ain't nothing we can't handle. A big shout out to Daniel Rylander. He
Yes,
was helping us set
woo-hoo.
everything up. So that's my partner in crime for a lot of these streamings. Streamings? Would you say that? I guess streams.
Live streams, sessions, I don't know.
Yeah.
All the words.
We'll work on that.
Daniel rocks.
He does. So thank you so much, Daniel. And that was that.
Once upon a time, I was in a band with Daniel. Did you know that?
Really?
I was in his band, like the Daniel Rylander band.
Oh,
I
that's
sang
pretty
backing vocals.
Man, you guys would probably sound fantastic together.
Thank
You're both
you.
great singers.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was fun. It was super fun. I'm actually featured on one of his old songs, Strawberry Skyline Reprise.
Oh,
I
wow.
recorded it with him. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Daniel. Oh, Daniel's here. Woo.
Oh, Daniel, what's up, buddy?
Love it. All right. So when I've now been graduated from college for a while, but when I first went to college, I struggled because some of my friends from high school that I thought would be friends forever, it's way harder to keep friendships when you're not in the same building every day, all day. And when we went to different colleges, I realized, like, oh my gosh, these people I really care about, I don't talk to them for months. How is that a friendship, you know? But then I realized that when you're an adult, friendships look a little bit different, and that's okay. So this is called I Need You and You Need Me. It's about just that. Strawberry Skyline's 7 years old. Wow.
Oh, you guys are getting old.
I'm sorry I'm no good when it comes to keeping plans. You know, I wish that I were better, but I hope you understand that life gets in the way sometimes. Weeks or months may pass and we haven't said a thing. I know I never called you back. It's my fault, I'll take the blame. And though I'm trying to be better, just give me time. But in case you were mistaken, know that when your heart is aching, I'm right here. And if you're feeling blue, just know that all you've gotta do is call me up. And 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. 'Cause I need you and you need me. What is the next word? Oh my gosh, how did I forget this?
Ask Odie. Odie.
Hang on, I'm gonna remember this. I've never done this.
He's asleep or else he'd help.
Christina Strawn's here. Odie, help. Okay, wait. Time and time again, I find a fork stuck in the road. Oops, pointing me away from the people I outgrow. And while life keeps pushing forward, I still got you, you've still got me. But in case you were mistaken, know that when your heart is aching, I'm right here. And when you're feeling blue, just know that all you've gotta do is call me up. And 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. 'Cause I need you and you need me. So in case you were mistaken, know that when your heart is aching, I'm right here. And when you're feeling blue, just know that all you've gotta do is call me up. And 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. 'Cause I need you and you need me. I'll be there. 'Cause I need you and you need me. Thanks.
That's how it's done, folks. You forget a word, you just keep on rocking and rolling.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Christine, that was super graceful. I did not think that was that graceful. I stopped. Normally I try not to stop. But we recovered. It's all good. Thank you, though, for the compliment.
I think that was professionally done. I just quit. If I forget the
happens.
words, I'm just like, that song's over. Next.
This is because I'm full of excuses, but I like to think that I forgot the words because I was looking at the screen, reading the comments as I was singing, and then I was like, it was in the middle of my interlude, and then I was like, oh my gosh, what's my next line? What's my next line? What's my next line? I played like a double, and I still couldn't get it. Show business.
It is
show
what it is.
must
This
go
is the
on.
new show business. But please, folks, keep throwing stuff in the comments. It does kind of make it feel like a show, doesn't it?
It helps
It's
so
like
much.
it's like our friends are there.
Yeah.
It really is a pretty incredible thing.
Yeah, just keep, tell me your favorite lyrics. Tell me your favorite food.
Anything.
What's your favorite episode of The Office? Who's your favorite character?
Who's your favorite character?
You can't do this to me.
You're asking that.
I know. Okay, I'm going to have to go with, I think, Pam, because I see so much of
great.
myself in Pam. I know that some people don't like Jim and Pam. They think they're problematic, but
I think they're great.
I agree.
I think my favorite is Kevin, though.
There's like a Reddit subreddit of people that hate Jim and Pam.
Why? They're like the cutest couple ever.
Because Jim shouldn't be, this is the theory, Jim shouldn't be pursuing somebody who's engaged, which normally I agree with, but it was very clear that they were not going to work out anyway.
Yeah.
And then the whole, Pam holds Jim back, and they're just not, everyone says that they're not great. Well, not everyone.
No.
Reddit
They're
says.
wrong.
I agree.
That moment when Jim cuts his tie, come on, they're meant for each other.
Yeah. If you haven't, people in the comments, if you haven't checked out The Oral History of The Office with Brian Baumgartner, it's a podcast. He just finished the last episode yesterday. Highly recommend. I have cried so many times in my car listening to this podcast. I'm one of those, my dog's named Beasley, and I have watched every episode over and over and over again. So I'm a big Office fan, but check it out. It's really good.
That episode where Kevin comes in with the pot of chili.
I cry.
That's
I cry from laughter.
It is so funny. Folks, if you haven't seen that, oh my gosh.
Brian
it's
says
amazing.
Dwight. Christina says Jim.
Dwight's my second favorite.
I do love Dwight. Who's
Or
your
he's up
least
there.
favorite? Ooh.
Least favorite?
I can tell you mine. I'm very confident in that one.
Probably Angela.
Interesting. For me, it's Andy. I hate Andy.
Andy, he's hilarious.
They ruined him. He was funny in the beginning. They ruined him by the end.
Oh, so honestly, once Michael Scott left, I kind
Don't
of
say
stopped.
that. Don't.
I stopped watching it.
No.
Was it still good?
Depends.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it wasn't what it was, but
Yeah, I stopped.
I still love it. I put this away, and I don't know why I did, because I'm playing it next. Whew. Okay, so who in the comments, tell me, who is a Summit listener, who listens to the Summit 91.3? Anybody? You can tell me. This next song, you can tell me. It's a safe space.
If you listen to the radio, it's all right.
Yeah. Anyways, the Summit has done so much for me, and they play a lot of my songs, but this one in particular, the Summit fam loves. They play it all the time, and it just makes me so happy every time I tune in and hear it. So if you listen to the Summit, you might recognize this one. It's a fan favorite. It's called Something I Regret. You ever run into your ex, and you thought you were over them, and then you see them with somebody else, and then you're like, ooh, I don't like that. I don't like what's going on. That's what this is about. Oh, yeah, we got some Summit listeners in the crowd. Shout out to the Summit. It's kind of funny to see you standing there. I never thought that you'd grow out all your hair. I kind of like it. Who was that girl that you were talking to? I didn't like the way she looked at you. It reminded me of us a year ago. I thought I had my feelings figured out, but now I'm second guessing, full of doubt. 'Cause we were no good together, but I saw her wearing your sweater. Now I want you back where I can see your face. It was so easy to hate you, but now I think I wanna date you. Somebody stop me before I do something I regret. This is ridiculous, I can't believe my brain is spiraling, you were no good for me. Why can't I let you go? Well, I was doing just fine when I was on my own. Why couldn't you just leave me alone? You're in my head, stuck in my head, get out of my head. I thought I had my feelings figured out, but now I'm second guessing, full of doubt. 'Cause we were no good together, but I saw her wearing your sweater. Now I want you back where I can see your face. It was so easy to hate you, but now I think I wanna date you. Somebody stop me before I do something I regret. I just gotta walk on by. I shouldn't even say hi. I don't wanna make the same mistakes again. You aren't the one for me. You better leave me be. We are better off if we forget. 'Cause we were no good together, but I saw her wearing your sweater. Now I want you back where I can see your face. It was so easy to hate you, but now I think I wanna date you. Somebody stop me before I do something I regret. Somebody stop me before I do something I regret. Somebody stop me before I do something I regret. Woo! Bad decisions, bad decisions. Don't go back to your ex. Goodness. Nope, don't say hi. Don't even make eye contact. I agree, Christina. I'm speaking from a place that I've not experienced that since 8th grade. I've been dating the same guy since 8th grade. But in 8th grade, no way, Jose. Never getting back with those people. Big yikes. I have one more song on my set list.
That was fast.
That was fast.
We're flying through these.
We are. Do you want me to play more than one more? Or I don't know, what time do we got?
8:40? I think
8:40?
you might be able to sneak a couple more in there.
Let's do it. Let's
At
do it.
At least give the people what they want.
I know. We're just getting started. We're having fun.
So I will say a couple things then. Before you start your next song. I don't know why I put my hand up here. I'm not a preacher. I'm like, ah. So the first thing I will say is, one, I hope that everyone is doing fantastic out there. Pretty weird times right now, but one nice thing is it's incredible to see this community come together. I look forward to these shows every Thursday. We have some repeat offenders, we have some new folks, and it's just awesome to see the community come through the chat as guests. So it's really cool. Northeast Ohio is a badass place. So
Really is.
keep doing what you're doing. The second thing, if you like what you see here and what you're hearing, the music is not stopping. So I know that Facebook is doing some things where they might be changing some of the music. That's still up in the air as far as what we know. I think they might have announced something today. But do not worry about that. We will be keeping music no matter what. So we also have some active channels as far as YouTube, Twitch, and we have some things I'm working on where we can embed just directly to websites. So gagehousesessions.com will be a thing very soon. So I'm working on that website. And we will still have plenty of music. So do not worry. Facebook is not the only place where we can get music. And if anything, it would be nice and almost refreshing to get off Facebook in some ways.
Yeah.
Sorry, Facebook, if you're listening right now. But so that said, some ways that you can make sure to tune in to Gage House Sessions and just stay part of it. Even if we can't stream to Facebook, we'll still be putting some of the updates and links to the other things that we're doing, which is kind of ironic that we have to on Facebook and then we'll send you. But anyway, just follow what we do. On Instagram, you can search Gage House Sessions. Obviously, here you can like this page and follow it. But then you can also go over to YouTube. Right now, all of these streams go to my personal YouTube. Personal is a strong word, my music one. But basically, most of those videos have become these, and that's fine. So we might rebrand that YouTube. So follow that. And also just shoot me a message. If you have any questions or if you want to see some of the other guests that we've had on here, all of those live over on YouTube, and they will continue to. And we're even going to step up our game a little bit there. Daniel and I are going to start taking these streams, and we'll pull them into individual videos. That way the artists can share their favorite songs, and you guys can hear them song by song. So, yeah, Dave will hunt us down. So you don't have to worry. Music will stay here. That is our goal.
Yes.
We will not stop. So thank you so much. We do have, in the description here, there is a link to a Patreon page that supports this show and all the shows that we do. Feel free to check it out. No pressure. No matter what, we are going to be keeping this music going. So that just helps us do it a little bit better. But besides that, that was all I had. So we bought a little bit of time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Share this if you can on your personal page. Just share the stream. It helps Gage House Sessions and me. So if you haven't done that, do that.
Definitely. And down below, we also have the digital tip jars, which are the way that a lot of musicians right now are still able to keep some of that income flowing. Unfortunately, a lot of our shows have been canceled. I won't ask, Shelby, because I know it hurts to talk about
so
the number of shows that have been. It's incredible.
I was supposed to open for T-Pain.
What?
I was supposed to open for T-Pain like a month before everything got canceled. I'm not kidding.
That's amazing and such a bummer.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Well, it
Kills
won't
me
quite
every
be
time.
the same, but if you had a couple bucks to spare, you could at Venmo or PayPal.me/Shelby Olive tip jar.
That's me.
So that's where we have those, and those will live on. So if you know you've got a big job coming through, I don't need to know what you're doing. It sounds shady, but once you make all that money, you can throw some to Shelby. So all right, we'll turn it back over to you.
All right. My piano suddenly isn't playing. Did something come unplugged?
Oh, a mystery, folks.
Let me check my software. Oh, got it.
The future.
It notified me that there was feedback, which is probably good. So I turned the monitor off. Okay, this next song. Thanks for the music. You're so welcome, Becky. Let's thank Ben Gage. He's the reason for the season.
It would be nothing without you guests. So thank you so much.
I wrote this. I'm getting real open here. I started therapy this past year. I always wanted to go. I never felt ashamed about it. But I always just put it off because I was so scared that I would go to the wrong therapist or I wouldn't like it. But I finally broke that that mold. And I went, and it was the best thing ever. It's been very, very helpful, especially in 2020. If you've never gone to therapy, do it. But I wrote this about that, about the moment I decided to start going. Sometimes I don't feel like myself. I've been wondering if I should maybe get some help. You said you didn't know what to do, and I screamed your name and stormed out of the room. It was late, I admit that I overreacted, and I hate myself for overreacting again. Why do I do this to myself? I ruin everything that's good by giving you hell. I'll keep laying in this bed I made while you're picking up everything I break and I break. Oh. Sometimes I wish I could take it all back. I know you deserve much better than that. I try to sleep it off, try to sleep it off. When will it be too much, be too much, be too much? It's my mistake, I admit that I follow a pattern, and it doesn't help that both of us are known to be stubborn. When will this get easy? When will we get it right? I'm tired of fighting with you every single night, oh. Why do I do this to myself? 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 Sometimes I don't feel like myself. I've been wondering if I should maybe get some help. Chrissy says, I love the deep stuff. Me too, Chrissy.
Oh, it's the best.
Doesn't fit well with my ukulele, so that's when I tap the piano.
Yeah, that song on ukulele might feel a little bit different. I've said it 100 times, but I feel like a sad song can make you feel happier or better than any happy song.
Yeah.
It's just, it sort of reminds you that you're not alone.
Yeah, you can see yourself in that.
It's a beautiful thing. That was an awesome song.
Thank you.
I really like that a lot.
I really appreciate that.
And I will also chime in that 2020 is a year where take your mental health seriously, folks.
Please.
So if there's anything that you need, reach out to people. There's a lot of resources, and people are out there that want to help.
Yeah, never feel ashamed for it.
No, thank goodness. We love you.
We do. Cool, well, I think this is my last one. Unless you want me to play two more. What do you think, Ben?
Let's do two more.
Two more? Hot dog. Okay. And I'll do a happy one, and then not really a sad song. It doesn't matter. We're not going to put a label on it.
Listen to your heart.
Cool. This next one is called Tell Me That I'm Crazy, and I wrote it about a boy that smells like Old Spice. That boy is my husband, which is what all these songs are about. If you're out there, Jimmy, I know what deodorant you wear. Actually, I really like the smell of Old Spice. I know for a while it was kind of like, ugh, but I think it smells nice. So, okay, here we go. Well, somewhere down the line, I think I must have caught his eye. I know he hasn't left my mind since we kissed the other night. I'm not one to fall feet first, but look at me, I'm aiming for the dirt. There's something about him I can't shake. I hope there's a second date. Ooh. He walks as if he knows what this is going. I'd follow, but I don't want him knowing. I like the way he smells tonight. I'm pretty sure that that's Old Spice. Do you think he'd understand if I asked to hold his hand? Could he be wondering the same? Do you think he thinks I'm lame? Oh, tell me that I'm crazy. You tell me it's insane to think that you would be so kind as to let me shift the blame. It's all your fault of falling down this unfamiliar road. Ooh, I just can't say no. Ooh. Time stops just as quick as it starts. I've known you only minutes, but I'm giving you my heart. You could take it, you could fake it, you could break it if you choose. Or better yet, you give me yours, I'll put it to good use. So tell me that I'm crazy, tell me it's insane to think that you would be so kind as to let me shift the blame. It's all your fault of falling down this unfamiliar road. Ooh, I just can't say no. Fun. All right. This is the last one. Has a little bit of a story. I wrote this in 2016 when I felt like the internet was being really mean. Not to me, but I just was observing this like concept that like you can hide behind your words and like your words don't have weight and you can just say things and hurt people on the internet and you're behind a screen so nobody knows, you know? And I was very upset about this. I was in college and I just didn't understand why people were not being kinder. Fast forward to 2020, the song feels very relevant yet again. I hate opening up my phone. It's the only way we can stay connected a lot of the time now that we're all at home. But I just think that we are so quick to judge and so quick to cancel and so quick to assume the worst in people, myself included. I do this too. And so this is a reminder that we don't know what other people are going through. We may not agree. We might not like them. But at the end of the day, it's so much better if we just choose kindness. Think about where other people are going through. Just put yourself in their shoes. And don't say mean things, okay? That's my teacher voice coming out. But that's what this is about. So this is called More Than Ink. Thank you so much for listening. If you like my music, you can find me on iTunes. I should be looking at you, not you. You can find my music on iTunes and Spotify, all that jazz. ShelbyOlive.com. I believe Ben linked everything. I'm sure he did. But if not, you can just search it. But I really, really appreciate you guys coming out and listening. If you have anything to donate to the tip jar, I would not turn it down. It's on PayPal or Venmo. But if not, I hope you enjoyed this music tonight, and I hope something resonated in my lyrics for you. Cool. This is called More Than Ink. If I'm being honest, today's not my day. I don't know how I'll clean the mess that I've made. As much as it pains me to say that it's true, I've got some working to do. The problem with humans is humans are flawed. We tear down each other in the name of standing tall. I'm as guilty as any, a sinner in his eyes, and he keeps giving me chances to try. With this broken heart, I'll try to love best I can. I don't know what you've been through, you don't know who I am. And all that I ask is we think before we speak, 'cause words spoken, they weigh more than ink. I was probably mistaken, I didn't mean what I said. Feels like the more I say I'm sorry, the more people are misled. It's not that I'm lying, it's just harder than it seems to let go of control and just be. With this broken heart, I'll try to love as best I can. I don't know what you've been through, and you don't know who I am. And all that I ask is we think before we speak, 'cause words spoken, they weigh more than ink. Each other, we are one and the same. We've got to stop changing stories and stop shifting blame. I know if we try, we can change for the better. Some people will choose to stand up for what's right, while some are on a mission to bring darkness into light. But there's nothing more destructive than staying silent in the crowd. They won't hear us if we don't make sound. With these broken hearts, we can love as best we can. We don't know what they've been through, but we can give them a hand. And all that I ask is we think before we speak, 'cause words spoken, they weigh more than ink. Words spoken mean more than we think.
All right, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shelby, for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stay happy, stay healthy, and like always, share the noise.
Yeah.